Hey everybody. So it's Friday and it's supposed to be that celebratory time of the week, right? I mean, we made it through another one and here we are feeling all accomplished with ourselves, but man, I'm just exhausted. I'm tired. I'm out of steam going into the weekend. I got nothing left to give to my family, my kids, my wife, all the people in my life that need something from me and it's go time and I gave it all at work. You ever feel like that? You ever think that man, this is just too much to give and I don't have anything left and life just gets blah because you're just out of energy. That's when the vitamin salesman comes in and goes, "Hey, what you need, right?" But that's not really what you need. You need some more work life balance. You need some more understanding of how to duplicate your system, how to delegate your system, how to not make you the center of your own universe, right? How to put yourself in orbit. And that's not an easy thing to do. As an entrepreneur, I think that's one of the hardest things to do is to recognize that not only do you need other people in your life, but they're actually, in a lot of cases, if you hire the right people, more competent and capable to do what needs to be done than you are if you hired correctly, right? But that's where this all comes down to is why are we running ourselves ragged trying to get this stuff done when it really just absolutely wears us out? And that's the question that as entrepreneurs we always run into because this may be the single biggest problem we have, right? But we're not paying attention because we're too busy trying to get through the day, trying to get through the week, trying to get this one thing off of our plate, trying to make sure that we have the right tools to do it, the right people, because we don't want to turn loose of our baby. We don't want to turn loose of everything that we know it can be, but we're not thinking about ourselves. We're not taking care of ourselves. We're not making time for ourselves. We're actually, by being such a control freak, we're hurting the whole process of what we're trying to help, right? How do you do that? You don't just get a lobotomy and all of a sudden everything's okay and you can turn over your baby to somebody else that can run with it. It's through the process of creating operating procedures, standard operating procedures or SOPs, that then allow you to monitor and measure what you did. Because what gets measured gets improved. What gets measured is something where you can come back in and say, "Hey, Sam, Sally, Sarah, we're in the S's today because that's who we are. This is what we're doing and this is how we're doing it. And when you're doing it this way, we're seeing these results. And when you're doing it that way, we're not. So we want to make these changes, or we've done these things differently and now we're seeing more results. Now we're doing these things and we're seeing less results, but we can't do that if we don't have anything left to give. So you've got to take time for yourself, but you've also got to look at what you're good at, because some of the things that I find, guys, are the most exhausting for me are the things that actually get somebody else's motor running. Somebody else is looking at it going, "Oh my God, I love filing paperwork. That is like my jam. I'm an organized person. I love putting stuff in boxes. I love making sure it's taken care of." That's not my jam. That's my procrastination button. Hey, it's time to clean. Whoa, wait a minute. We're not cleaning the desk here. I won't know where everything's at. I got all the papers out here so that I know exactly what's going on. But that's what wears me out, right? Dealing with that and fixing that kind of stuff makes me nuts, tires me out, makes me feel unproductive, makes me feel defeated in my day. But bringing the right people into your life, into your circle that do those kinds of things, that take care of that stuff, is really what creates your ability to empower yourself to have the energy to have a fabulous day, having the energy to live that abundant life everybody talks about, because you're not doing the things that bug you. You're not doing the things that drive you nuts. You're not doing the things that absolutely exacerbate you to the point you have no patience for anyone. And not everybody can do that. Not everybody can say, "Well, I'm checking out. I'm hiring a full-time this." There's Upwork, right? There's Facebook Marketplace. There's all kinds of places to find people that can take care of a certain aspect of this until it grows into a full-time job. Pay by the job. Pay for the relief. You'll be amazed at what it does for the rest of your game. Because when you're happy, all your interpersonal relationships are better, right? That's the part that brings you the joy, the jubilation that allows you to go, wow, I love what I do. But I don't really know a lot of people that absolutely love what they do, but for the effort that they're putting into it, the people that they're helping, how they're going about the process, for the money they're getting, you combine all those things, and this is really a great job. This is a great thing to be doing with my life. And if you take some of those things and you get them out of balance, then all of a sudden you're not seeing the same result. You're not feeling the same way. You're not enjoying it as much. In fact, all those things being equal, you're out of sync. You're going to start to hate it. The next thing you know, you're not doing it at all, or you're procrastinating so much that part of your business is falling behind. And every time you go to that corner of the room, it's like, but you've got to bring that back around, and you've got to make sure that you are taking the time to find out what makes you tick, to find out what rejuvenates you, to find out what jobs you're really, really not good at, that you really hate, and making sure that you're putting all that together and syncing your life up in the best possible way. So guys, we're coming to the end of the year. Not only do you want to do your tax planning, but you want to do your next year planning. You want to start looking at what do you want to eliminate in 2022. And I get it. We all want to get rid of COVID, but let's talk about what we're going to eliminate in our lives, what we're going to eliminate in our jobs, what we're going to find a replacement for in our world, so that we can continue to have the enjoyment that we're all looking for. Guys, have a great weekend. We'll talk to you soon. I hope this has been helpful. Hope to see you next week. Have a great weekend.